Buenas noches. Welcome to Afroguajira's news. You have to believe me, guys, everything I'm gonna say because I'm wearing a tie and also have glasses and I have horses in the back. Horses! I will say in Colombia there isn't communism. I can even say that there are a few people who share and support that economic or political model. And something very important happened in the history of Colombia this weekend. You know what I'm talking about, guys. The first president from the left elected here in Colombia. This is something huge, guys. And this is Gustavo Petro. For our historical context, okay, I don't know what is happening here. More horses. This is the best TV show, you know. Guys, for our political context, Gustavo Petro, it might seem that he belongs to the far left, but actually I wouldn't say that. I will even say that Gustavo Petro belongs to, I can say, a moderate, maybe middle left, or even the center, but a pretty progressive center. I don't know how Gustavo Petro can be from the left, you know. He's always talking about a means of production to generate more money. He's talking about even about exploitation of the resources. But you know what happened, guys? First time in 200 years, because the left was basically bitter here in Colombia, because the left was always related with the guerrillas, you know, with war, with armed conflict. And you maybe say, come on, Maya, we know that Gustavo Petro belonged to the guerrilla. Guys, he got demobilized, I think that in 1990. And actually, Gustavo Petro is an economist specialized in environment. I'm checking my notes. You know, I know what is in here, but I have to look like I'm checking my notes, you know. You know, guys, before Petro, all the governments were always talking about war. They were always talking about guerrillas because that was the target of the government. But you know what? The peace agreement was signed in, I think, I know the date, but I have to look like I am checking. Was in 2016, you know. And once the armed conflict finished, so people now is thinking and are expressing things that haven't been heard, you know. And I'm talking about quality of life, you know. I don't know if you remember, guys, the protest in 2020. The huge protest, I did videos about it, by the way. The target before was guerrilla. We have to end the guerrilla. The guerrillas are over. So now people is starting to ask for more things. They want other things, guys. And you know, there is something very surprising. Well, I don't know what I say surprising. That is not surprising. More than 11 million people who voted for Petro and Francia. That's a lot of people, guys. I'm going to leave the picture here. And if you check here, all the people who voted for Gustavo Petro are people living in the periphery, in the, I will say, the forgotten region of Colombia. And if you check where the other guy, the other candidate, by the way, pretty, I don't know, crazy candidate, I don't know how could even people vote for him. But people weren't voting for him. People were voting against Petro. So the guy who was in the other side, it wasn't important. People just was voting against Petro. People from all the periphery, people, poor people, is the one voting for Petro because we are tired of the same things, guys. We are asking for quality of life. I told you guys in those videos that I did in 2020, I think that now half of the country is living under poverty condition. And those people living on those conditions, we living in this condition, are the ones who vote for Petro. For example, La Guajira. You know, I'm always talking about La Guajira, guys. Petro won here in La Guajira, Chocó, Amazonas. Forgotten regions that they are asking for a change. I don't know, a cultural change, a transformation. You know, you may be saying, you are crazy, you are Petrista, and you're crazy because you guys let the left the power of the country. Guys, I don't know how it's being poor in other parts, like United States, but it's not the same being poor in United States than being poor here. And we are not asking for, I don't know, we just want to be, I don't know, in a hammock, I don't know, scratching my belly, my back. I don't want to work. We are not asking for that, guys. We want to work, and we want dignity, and that's why we choose Gustavo Petro, because he's talking about things which are different. He's talking about transformation, but from the peace. The war is over, so we need something else. And the most amazing thing about Gustavo Petro is not Gustavo Petro. No, it's not Gustavo Petro. It's the vice president. Oh my God, I love that woman so much. Her name is Francesca Marquez. You know, guys, I have never felt this representation like talking about politics. Never in my whole life. And why? Because we share the same background, poor background, you know. She's a social leader, she's an activist, she's a feminist, she's a woman who has been studying for so long, you know. And she's the first Afro-Colombian as vice president here in the country. I say poor regions, but actually they are not poor regions. They are, how is it? Well, I have never used this word, impoverished regions, because they have all the potential, economical potential. But you know, they are just a region which is forgotten. Like they don't think about those regions, like La Guajira, like El Chocó. You cannot tell me, guys, well, you can say yes, but please don't do it, that this is about communism and capitalism. No, we are not talking about those things. We are talking about that with this government, I don't know, people is gonna have better life. And we are not talking about, I don't know, money for free, house for free. No, we just want opportunities. We don't want to see children dying of hunger in Colombia. You know, we don't want to see elderly people selling bonais on the traffic lights. Guys, 80 years old, they should be, I don't know, enjoying life. I know they are in the traffic light selling bonais, selling ice cream. Let me know, you have been in Colombia, have you seen them selling those bonais? You know how sad is that? So this is not about capitalism. Because people just tend to say capitalism, communism. No, it's more than that. It's not just that, guys. Petro and Francia sees impoverished people like part of the government. I say impoverished, I don't know if that's a word. I don't like to say poor because we have the potential. It's just that we are impoverished. That's a very weird word. So now it's time for the commercials. Thank you so much, Patreons, to support this channel and this. I know this is very awkward. I don't even know what they are doing back there. I don't know. There is horse poo all over the patio. I don't know what is happening here. Dogs, I don't know, guys, but this is just for you. And more people getting in. I don't know what is happening. And you can imagine how hot is this. How hot is today. PayPal supporters and Patreon supporters, thank you for supporting this Afroguajira with a tie and glasses and talking about politics, you know. I used to talk about politics, but I haven't talked about politics in a really long time. Maybe many of you are going to say, oh, shut up, just show you butt. We don't want to hear you talking about politics. Are you kidding me? I talk about politics, why the hell? And I show my butt too. I can do both, why not? You know? What do you think? I'm very proud and I'm very happy about Francia being elected because that means that we are looking for something else. We want to improve our quality of life. And you know what I mean, because many of the people who got to Colombia because they are looking for the same. They are looking for better quality of life, honestly. I'm very happy because Francia got elected because we not only share the same background, but also she understands how it feels of not having what to eat one day. She understands the struggle of counting cent by cent to put a meal together for our family. So that is everything to me because she knows how we feel. And I'm very happy, I'm very proud about this country because we understand that we want something else. There is something missing here and we are looking for it. Colombia is Afro, and Colombia is also indigenous. So it's amazing to have a representation like Francesca Marquez in the in the politics. And you know, it's about time to change our mindset, because Francia, when she got the credential that makes her, I don't know, the vice president, she received dancing and singing. And you know what? I was surprised because many people were saying like, oh my God, why the hell she's doing that? Oh my God, no, she have to be more formal. Why she's doing that? No. We are Colombians. We dance. We sing, you know. And that have to be normal. That's not something, because she's dancing or singing doesn't make her less professional or something like that. And many people saying, oh my God, how she's gonna be the representation of Colombia internationally? Yes, she's the best representation, guys. She's showing a real Colombia, you know. We are tired of the same. We're looking for something else. I'm not gonna lie, many people is not happy about Francia being the vice president, but I don't care. We don't care. We are so proud about Francia, and I could even say that I love Francia. You know, if you have the opportunity, please check about her. There is a lot of information of Francesca Marquez in the internet. You can Google her, and you're going to find that she have been working so hard as a social leader. From, I don't know, she was very young when she started working as a social leader. She says something, she called it that we deserve to live sabroso. She say, nosotros merecemos vivir sabroso. And sabroso, I don't know if you know what is sabroso. Sabroso is used for in many different aspects, but we use it most of the time for when you say sabroso, when you eat something tasty, when you eat something, I don't know, delicious. And she say that we deserve to live sabroso. Sabroso is not laziness. Sabroso is to have the opportunity to have a better life, to have an opportunity to, I don't know, to live with dignity. And that's something, to me, invaluable. You know, I typically don't share my political views, but you know me. From the videos that I did in the past, I think that you kind of know how I think. And I know that many of you are going to tell me, you're crazy, the left, and you in the power. Me, look at what happened to Venezuela, to Cuba. No, it's not the same. It's not the same. And if it's the same, oh my God, that is going to be terrible. And I'll let you know, Maya, you were grown. Yes, I was grown, and this is terrible. How the hell we can change this, you know? But I hope it's not going to be like that. So please don't start, oh yeah, do whatever you want. If you want to start comparing Colombia with Venezuela, Cuba, it doesn't matter. Be happy. Let's be happy together. But nobody is going to steal the happiness that we feel right now. 200 years, more than 200 years waiting for this moment. Indigenous, Afro, impoverished people, now is the time for us to be in the light, you know? So that's very important. Actually, guys, I'll let you a video. I was in Pueblo Bello when I got the news of Petro being the president. I'll let you know. I'll share a video about how Pueblo Bello is a mostly indigenous community. So I'll share with you the video in which they are celebrating with us. Let me know what you think. Adios. Thank you for watching, Maya, and I'll see you in the next news. Adios. Thanks for the support. Subscribe and like the video.